sound is kind of scary. What am I doing? Here's my beauty blender. Trying to get dressed because I gotta go get my son. Waste of a day today. Totally wasted my day. Totally wasted it. Oh, hold on. Let me turn my Bluetooth off. Don't mind the sniffling, guys. I know it's like triggering to some people, but um, I'm not feeling well. I'm not really sure why. Hey, Leo wife. Hey, Bella. I felt I came home. I dropped Jesse off today. Last 2 nights, I keep losing my voice. Like, so I'll I guess from like the whole day of me being congested, because right now the left side of my face is like totally plugged up, and I don't know if I have a cold or a sinus infection or what's going on, but definitely not feeling so hot. So I fell asleep today, wasted the whole freaking day. I got home from dropping my son off. I went and got coffee, and then I just said that weird coffee. I went and got a cup of coffee. I didn't even drink it. I didn't even take a sip out of it, and I passed out. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I was just like exhausted, even though I've slept. I think I just might have a sinus infection going on. I seem to get some elderberry. I think I have some actually, Leo wife. I bought it at like the beginning of COVID, so it might be a little old. I get sinus infections like 3 times a year, so it's just something that I'm kind of used to. Kind of used to. It's so funny. Just before, an old video of mine popped up in my thing, so I clicked on it, right, and I said, I was like, people are always saying like, "Oh, Makeup Monster, you changed," or this and that, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so funny." I was like, let me see what this video says, just like curiosity. I haven't seen it in a long time. I forgot the name of it, and I'm talking about it, and I'm talking about the whole thing. And I asked in the video, I go, "Since when did we like gauge our importance in life on views and subs?" Now this video was like 2 years old, and I'm like, okay, I haven't, sometimes you just need a little bit of a validate, or not validation, but a reminder that you haven't really changed who you are, like in years. Because I'm like, some people on here just gauge their importance by that, and I'm like, it's so stupid. Doesn't matter. Like, those things are not going to change who you are. It's just like if you have nicer clothes than somebody, it's not going to change who you are inside. So I just like, it was just kind of funny to see that little reminder, to know that, I've been like this since I've come here. Like, nothing's changed. My channel's never been about that. My goal here has never been about that. I've always said it. And I say it again recently because it's just the truth. I just don't really necessarily care what people think. And I don't care about views and subs. And it was just a good reminder to know that it's not me who's changed. It's not me. Drinking lots and lots of water. Bella, I got to start doing that. I got to start drinking way more water. Way more water. Because I drink a lot of coffee. Bella, I did do the thank you. You've remained you this entire time. Thank you, F-Bomb Mom. Because people want to, when you change your opinion on something, people want to blame you that you've changed. But I haven't really changed. I think I've always maintained the same, beliefs here from the very beginning. So I have remained. I have the neti pot I've used it. I need to actually probably use it again. But it didn't even help. I don't know if like I got the like the nasal spray that has the steroid in it, because I think my sinuses are inflamed on one side, and that's why it feels. I had this years ago. It felt like there was something in my nose, and I went to an ENT, and they put a camera in my sinus, and they're like, yeah, there's nothing there. And I'm like, well, why do I feel this sensation then? Like, but I mean, I saw it with my own eyes. There's nothing there. No, I definitely, Bella, yeah, you've been around a long time. I might have changed the people that were around me, But I've never changed, myself. And it's so funny because I was thinking about, I don't know, I was thinking about some of the things that have been said by certain people, and you know, like for instance, that I throw every, if I stop talking to somebody, right? I put all their personal information out, and I do this and that. And I'm like thinking, dude, I've had fights with, several people on here over the last years, unfortunately. Starlight being one, M's being one. And I didn't do that. Why? Because I'm only going to fight back with somebody the way that they fight with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember going back last, September, I guess it was, when everybody's friendships broke apart, okay? And saying to one of my friends, asking her, and I found this recently, asking her to please just leave my name out of it if you're gonna go at the other person, because I just don't want to be involved in it. I don't want to fight with this person. I don't want to. I just don't want anything to do with them. I made a decision for myself to step away from something, and I'm like, could you please, leave me out of it when you're talking about it? I just don't bring me up. I don't want anything to do with it. And unfortunately, that friend couldn't respect what I asked of her. And I think that's the whole reason why things got so out of fucking control like they did, because I kept asking, just stop. Just stop, man. But I don't think I typically would do that. You know what I'm saying? I think it depends on the person that you're having issues with, how far things go. You know? Always love your outlook and start chatting until you're separated from someone. Well, a lot of people have felt that way, Babe Beauty. You're not alone. You know, I know a lot of people didn't like that person. I tried to make peace, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately. It just didn't work out. But yeah, I will hold my ground always. Always. So yesterday got a little bit crazy after, um, well, I guess during my live and then after my live. And I'm just looking at the situation and I'm like, dude, way to double down on something. Oh my God, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I listened this morning and I'm just like, dude, that shows a level of narcissism there. Okay. When you when you're going back and forth with somebody, do you guys ever see me bring up situations that are gonna hurt other people? You know? Like I don't do that. I'm not gonna throw other people, innocent people, under the bus to try to prove a point or get back at somebody or deflect. You know, I just couldn't believe it. And I'm just sitting back kind of laughing. She basically said she ain't showing any proof. You know why, Mandolin? Because she don't fucking have any. She don't have any. That's why she's not showing it. Because we all know damn well if there was proof, she'd be fucking throwing that shit right up on the screen. She don't have any proof. That's why she's not showing it. That's why she's not showing it. And then she backpedaled. Backpedaled. I mean, Lord, just get a fucking bike with the handlebars on the fucking back of the seat. Because you're always backpedaling all the time. I see. This is what pisses me off. And I don't know what was said during her live yesterday, so I missed like a big portion of that. But no, she doesn't have any mandolin. She has zero. And it's just a joke. It's laughable, honestly. What was I gonna say? She has. She's so stupid. It's just not even. Yeah, right, exactly. Beefberg. She was moonwalking, and I said it to somebody. I don't remember exactly who it was, but I said it to somebody. I said, "Watch." I said, Give it an hour and she's going to start backpedaling. Give it an hour. And then all of a sudden, when she realizes all the people that she pissed off, because I'm like, she says Rel's name, she throws Rel's name out there. That ain't good, and then she starts throwing other people's names out there. And I saw Hartley's video this morning and I was dying because she puts, um, I didn't realize she was in Rel's chat. She was in Rel's chat trying to fucking save her ass. So the backpedaling started. basically as soon as as it was. But like, dude, I have no involvement in this whole situation with this thing. You know, I heard she told me about this whole thing with this stupid video. I don't even want to talk about it because it's so fucking stupid, honestly. And I'm so sick of hearing about it. But it's like she needs to update her fucking, little flying monkeys, because they're all in the comment section under Rel's video saying that I did something that I don't even know, man. Some crazy comments. Somebody was saying something about me. Hold on, let me see if I screenshot it. I don't think I did. Bonnie's under there just saying crazy shit. And then there's another comment from somebody I've never seen before. Go figure. And hold on a second. I don't think I have it. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I do. I do. It's somebody named Lori Ann. I've never seen them before. I mean, for all I know, it could be. But this is what they write. You have the wrong person, Rel. MM is partnering up with the people who gave you grief to begin with. What? What does that even mean? Laura hasn't even mentioned you in an awful long time. I do hope you get to the bottom of this bullshit, though. It's been long enough with their idiotic games. Have a good day, my friend. What? So I wrote underneath, partnering up. What the fuck are you talking about? Laura's the one who brought this dumb video up, not me. She loves to dig herself holes. Stop playing Rel for a fool. I don't even know what that means. We're partnering up. Are we like starting a business? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Lori Ann, who I've never seen before in my life? Then Bonnie writes, washed up cokehead. Oh my God, Rel. I cannot believe you are believing these lies. Laura did not say you sent the video to John. You are angry at the wrong person. Ready? You should be angry at Makeup Mobster. Why? She is the one who was spreading this video around. What? What are you talking about, Bonnie? That's not even true. Look at this fucking crazy bitch lying. Oh my God. Laura has no reason to lie. Yeah, she has no reason to lie. None at all, right? Bonnie, her reason to lie is so she could, get her ass out of trouble. That's her reason to lie. And I hate this shit because it always works. She does these things to distract away from the real issue at hand, which was her and her fucking, stupid racist comments. And this is what she does to try to stop that. She goes, if there's no video, why is Makeup Mobster lying? Please don't threaten Laura. It isn't a good look on you. Laura is good people. Oh my God. I just laughed at the washed up cokehead comment because I'm like, she's admitted to being a cokehead. So, I mean, I don't know why. Well, I mean, a former one, which is why I think he said washed up, because I don't know. But either way, I'm like, where the fuck did you get out of what she said? Now, again, I don't know what she said yesterday, but where did you get that I was spreading some video around, you fucking idiot? I never saw this video, and I can't help if people fucking say things and I hear them. Like, that has nothing to do with me. I heard about this video the same way Laura did. Well, Laura told me. So, I mean, I'm going on hearsay. I'm going on fucking hearsay. I never seen this shit. I don't care about this fucking video. I like, it's a year ago. It's over. And I don't give a shit about the video anymore. And she knew exactly what she was doing, because if you listen to the video, she's like, Corey, listen up. Because she knows Corey's going to fucking, make 300 videos about it. And Corey, you're just an asshole. Nobody takes that fucking crazy bitch seriously anyway. Yeah, thank you. Laura even said you didn't have the video ever. Bonnie, come on, girl, do better. Exactly. So these people are just running with this bullshit because they're like trying to scramble to get. So Bonnie wants to see. She doesn't want to see Rel go for Laura. She wants to see Rel come for me. So she's gonna go over there and fucking lie. Bonnie, do you care about your integrity and your image? Curse you. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. Let Marie rest. Okay. She had to move on. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. And I'm not trying to say this to be mean or to be an asshole. But both TNT and Laura got themselves involved in that by bringing it to YouTube. I'm not sure and I could be wrong. So maybe if somebody is, remembers correctly, But isn't TNT the one who mentioned it on YouTube to start with? Like mentioned the video, I'm saying that it existed, or made some type of mention about it, so that's how she got involved. And then Laura had to open her fucking mouth on a live stream and talk about it. Okay. So I got dragged into it on what, the same way I got dragged into everything when I was friends with Laura. Oh, was it Brian? Okay. No, I don't think it was Brian. I don't know. I remembered, I could have sworn it was her. If it's not, I apologize. But, you know, they, they brought it to YouTube. All I know is I didn't bring that shit to YouTube. So I got dragged into it. And I just, I know that, yes. And I only know because I asked which video and they told me, I thought they were referring to a totally different video. Okay. So see, and I got dragged into it. Leave it to Bieber. TNT is Trisha, not Trish. Trisha. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I got dragged into it because I was friends with Laura, and that's it. And Marie wants to move on with this shit, and she doesn't want it brought up. And I want to respect that, so I don't want to talk too much about it. But it's just like unfucking believable. She does this all the time. She gets herself, I just said this to somebody, there's a formula when it comes to her, Laura. She gets herself in trouble. Okay. Either she does or says something stupid, right? She gets called out on it. People get outraged. And then she tries to save face by throwing other people under the bus, not caring about, and this is what I want to point out, not caring about other people. You know what I'm saying? In the process, she's not thinking about all the other people that are going to get hurt, who don't want to even, be reminded of that whole situation, which involves Trisha, Rel, myself, and especially Marie. All these people do not want to be involved in this situation. Read TNT's comment. Hold on a second. I don't even see her. No, a comment was made in my chat. Okay, I'm sorry, Trisha. That's what I said. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But did you not comment on it and say something about it? I don't know, girl. It was a year ago. I don't remember. Either way, though, we're all getting dragged into it. Why does TNT have to get dragged into this whole fucking situation again? She's not talking about you, Laura. She's not bothering you, Laura. Why are you dragging her into it? Why are you dragging Rel into it? Rel has nothing. Rel hasn't even fucking been on YouTube. And then you sit there and you try to gaslight Hartley and tell her that she played your video wrong. Dude, she played your video exactly how it was said. I also played it on my channel live while it was happening. So you can't even deny it. And now you want to sit there and fucking deny it? Come on, man. Come on. It's half my fault. I had heard about the video months prior to that and not by TNT. Oh, so it was old? Hold on, Trisha. I know. I saw you said a comment was dropped in your chat. I saw that. Either way, okay. Either way, like, you're not bothering her, right? Okay. There's no need for her to fucking get you involved. Get fucking me involved. Well, all right. She wants to go after me, but it was really her trying to. She has nothing on John. Laura doesn't have anything because they weren't all that close. But she just doesn't think about the other people that she's gonna hurt when she does shit like this. Other people are gonna fucking get hurt. No. Ash. I know she never said she had the video. I know that. Let me just make that clear. That's why I said I might not be remembering this 100% right because it's a year ago, dude. I remember asking a panel guest which video, because there was another video of something floating around at the exact same time. I remember someone said, okay, a sipping. No, Trisha, I didn't think you ever got the video, and I never did either. So, either way, there's no reason for her to bring that shit up because it had nothing to do with you. So she hurt all these fucking people yesterday. She hurt TNT. She hurt Rel. She hurt. I'm not even gonna say me because fuck her. But But I'm saying they're innocent because they haven't been talking about her. I've been talking shit. So I could, you want to come back at me, fine. But why do you have to do something that brings all these innocent people into it? But the person she hurt the most was Marie while doing this. It's like this woman is embarrassed and just mortified and just wants to move the fuck on. You made yourself look like a liar. And, you did yourself no favors by doing that. Just no favors. But what else is new? What else is new? Yeah, Marie has already said that TNT was honest with the investigator. That's right. 100%. Nobody ever saw this fucking video, dude. Don't even know if it exists. Hearsay. Hearsay, that's all. No, she has no remorse either. Right. She doesn't care. This was the same thing. All right. No, but people don't know this. People don't know this. But John was already upset with Laura for long before this fucking whole thing happened with, her racist comments. Okay. John was upset. And this was another person who didn't think about how other people were going to feel in the process because they just want to hurt. They just want to be spiteful. So they just throw things out there that's going to throw other people under the bus. And that's Tiffany. She wanted to hurt Laura. So she was going behind the scenes and trying to fucking, build her army back there behind the scenes. So she sent John a screenshot of Laura saying that she said that John had bought subs. Okay. And John saw it and he was pissed. He was fucking pissed when he saw it. And rightfully so, because, you're taking somebody who works hard on their fucking channel and hold on, Trisha. I just scrolling up to see if you had any more comments. You know what I'm saying? You're taking somebody who's worked fucking really hard on their channel and saying that they purchased subs with no basis. Her reasoning was because he didn't get that many people in his lives. It's like so stupid. But she says that about everybody who's doing better than her. They're all buying subs. Even people who aren't doing better than her. She's fucking saying that shit, It's like, come on. So, but Tiffany wasn't thinking of John's feelings. She was just trying to hurt Laura. So she just threw that out there, to try to hurt Laura. But in turn, it hurt John because John thought, Laura's my friend. And he didn't know that she thought that about him. So, all these people that are like Zero Filter Jules that's trying to say that John's my lapdog, which is so stupid and insulting to his intelligence because it's like, dude, he's a grown ass man who has very clearly has his own opinions about things. And we don't agree on everything. There's been times in the past where me and him just totally didn't fucking see eye to eye on a situation. But he it's like insulting. He has his own opinions, he has his own views on things, but he was already upset with her because of that. And he was kind enough to kind of look past that and try to be cordial with her. And then, she just ruins it every time. I mean, he explained yesterday. I didn't tell him about what happened. I don't bother John with this shit. I don't, I said it the other day. We don't talk. People think we're like fucking, talking every day. I don't bother him with this shit because I know he's busy with all other shit that's going on. But I don't know who else he talks to from this community. There's several other people that are in this community that he talks to that send him this shit. And it's like, if you're in this community, even if you try to stay away from a situation, you're going to get screenshots. You're going to get video clips sent to you. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So sometimes, even though you're not watching the people, you're still getting screenshots and clips. With Jimmy Dean. That was great, dude. That was fucking great. Marie's pissed at Laura, and rightfully so. She can't handle her own mess. And so she had no second thought about hurting Marie to save her own ass, which isn't going to work. Well, yeah. And then it's like, well, then, all right, Laura, you're going to come out with a claim like that? Show some fucking proof. Put some proof out. Come on. Don't sit there and say, oh, it's not going to be worth it. You fucking ran your mouth. Put the fucking proof out of it. I did not send John anything. No. She's just like, she has nothing on him. And I wrote this in a comment section yesterday, and I'm like, way to prove that you're not fucking racist. Okay. You're angry with John. You're fucking trying to destroy his credibility, destroy his fucking character. you know, like assassinate his character and all this other shit because you're angry about words that you said, and you're not. That's not helping you prove that you don't care about black people. I mean, some of the shit you said yesterday was just completely fucking off the wall, such as black John doesn't want to date black women because they're too strong for him and he can't manipulate them. What the fuck are you even talking about, dude? Whose mind goes to that? And I, dude, I guarantee you she's never spoken to any black guys who've told her that. Like, Laura's so out of touch with that community, it's not even funny. Okay? She is so out of touch with that community. She doesn't follow the culture. She doesn't fucking listen to rap music or, listen to any of the popular shows like the Breakfast Club and shit where you hear what's going on in that community, and you learn the issues of that community. She's totally out of touch with it. So to sit there and try to stereotype and say that people are fucking, it's just so ridiculous. It's like you don't even want to give it any merit because it's so stupid. TNT telling Laura she would go on Laura's panel, and all we got was crickets. Exactly. Laura can never be a defense attorney. No, she would fuck her case up in her fucking opening statements. Yeah, she's saying that white women are weak and easy to manipulate. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She said you don't date your own kind. I thought humans were our own kind. I know, but that's not even true though. That's not even true. Just because he was married, right, to a white woman, that doesn't mean that that's all he dates. That's so stupid. She's a fucking idiot. Just total fucking idiot. I mean, with the shit that she says. Laura's stuck in the 80s. Yes, she is. She's stuck in a really dumb way of thinking. Like, she needs to humble herself, man. But she'll never do that. She'll just never fucking humble herself. So basically, no, she showed no proof. Showed no proof. No proof. And like, I don't know what the situation was. And I gotta be honest with you guys, like, she shouldn't have even been questioned either because it had nothing to do with her. She didn't have no video. Nobody's seen this video, okay? But like, she, she just, the fact that she doesn't think about who she's hurting, really, it just goes to show how fucking angry and vindictive she is and how fucking narcissistic she is because she's like, she doesn't care about who this is going to hurt. Marie's trying to put this shit behind her, right? And just not think of it. And then, here's Laura. I mean, she wouldn't have known that it was Marie's birthday yesterday. I'll give her that. But, here she is just throwing this shit back out there when this woman wants to move past the whole situation. It's embarrassing, and it sucks. And she just doesn't want to have anything to do with it. She just came back to YouTube. Let her just fucking do her thing. She's not talking about it. Why are you bringing it up and throwing it in her fucking face and hurting her for no reason? Can we have a funeral for this? Yeah, hello, Starlight. Absolutely. Absolutely. She keeps getting away with it. Her followers are still staring at the squirrel. Yeah, well, that's the hard part. I was watching Ballet Beeb's video. She came up in my thing yesterday, and she's like, "We need to get Laura off of YouTube." Here's the reality: we're never gonna get these assholes off of YouTube. That's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. So, she'll find her way back. She's like a fucking lost dog. This is her only source of social life, is YouTube. So it's never gonna happen. She'll find some way to come back. She'll change her fucking IP addresses. She'll do what she has to do to find her way back here because she has nothing outside of this. Okay. So, it's pretty evident. Pretty evident. I mean, she's she has to update these people like they're her family when her kids are injured or in all these different scenarios, or hold her to it with her 15 nails. And she'll be back. She'll be back and she'll be running her mouth. So, we either have to just ignore it or, I don't know, warn people. That's really all you can do is just warn people. Put videos out. Do what you're doing, warning people and let people know that she's, not a good person. And that's it. That's the only thing you can do with people like that. She has no, Sarah, she has a soul. It's not when it comes to YouTube. She sees it as a business, not humans attached to it. Hummingbird, you're giving her a lot of credit there, girl. I don't think she has a soul. I really don't. The more I see, her in action, the more I really truly believe she. If you're talking about Laura, she doesn't have a soul. She's a true narc, very to the very core. No feelings, no empathy, no damn sense. Yeah, none. And a real job would require leaving the house. Yeah, I mean, it's sad. Wait, is she on or with Channel 6? What are you talking about, Pugs? Why are the narcissists cross? They saw boundaries. Yeah, exactly, Julie. Exactly. In other news, Stephen Avery totally lost his appeals. Hold on. But it was the most well thought out decision I ever read. Interesting. She thinks it's normal to overshare. Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not. I just like, I after today, I will never speak of this bullshit again with the video. I don't care. I had no part in it except for fucking hearing a rumor, dude. That's all it was. Me hearing a rumor. And that's how I got involved in it. I never saw anything. I'd still never seen proof that it exists. So, and I don't want to see it. Let me just put that out there. I don't want to fucking see it. So please, just don't. Just, no, no, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, dog. That's actually very true. That's all you could do is stop reacting to this person. Stop. There's a lot of sick people on YouTube, and that brings me actually to the next thing I wanted to kind of talk about here. A friend reached out to me yesterday that told me, and I didn't know this, and I wish they would have kind of told me sooner. This friend that they're being basically harassed by fucking Analyzer. I had no idea that this was going on. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman? And I didn't know all these things. A friend shared a lot of information with me about her, about Richard Graper, okay, that I didn't know, that I didn't know. And I go click on Richard Graper's channel and I'm just so disgusted. Like, dude, man, I don't know. Maybe the internet is just showed me how much racism really, really exists. I don't know if people knew this. I was part of another community before I came here. Well, not before I came here, but I was part of another community where the community was predominantly Black people, okay? Black women. And they welcomed me with open arms, okay? And they also taught me a lot of shit that I didn't know about racism and shit that was going on in their, community and their lives. And I still talk to these people, I still follow them and I still see their posts and I appreciate that because, I don't know all the issues that they struggle with on a daily basis. But I see Richard Grieper's video and it's all right, this guy came from I'm going to ask you guys to use your imaginations. He came from a community called, I think it was called Belgab. And so there's a video, and this is on his channel. I don't know. I guess it's still up there now because I watched it last night. And he created a new community called NGAB. NGAB. And he's laughing about it and thinks it's just fucking great. Okay, KB Bells. And I'm just like, holy shit. Holy shit. Like, that's not even funny to me on any level. So, whichever mod of mine blocked him the other day, thank you for blocking him because he's not welcome back in my chat anymore with that type of bullshit. Please don't ever come in my chat again. So, anyway, Analyzer is bothering a friend of mine for whatever reason. And we were talking last night. She was telling me some of the things that had gone on with her. And I'm like, well, it's the same thing, dude. The best way to deal with a person like that is to just completely not respond to them in any way. And I know it's hard, but I don't know why that woman is even allowed back on YouTube. But again, we just can't control who's here and who's not here. We don't have any kind of control of that. I wish I could take credit. I had him blocked since he came on Laura's panel. I think you were on it too. I should have left after that night because too many in chat showed that. Yeah, showed their true colors. Wow. Yeah, it's a forum community on a website. Yeah. And I'm like, he makes like a joke out of it, which is like, I don't know. I don't get his whole sense of humor. I just like, it's not my brand of humor, clearly, because I don't find anything funny about NGAB. Dude, I'm going to kill this dog. Why are you barking at me again? Stop it. Come on, let's go. Yeah, Analyzer is still here, still scamming people, apparently. As of recent, one of her more recent oh, sorry, my phone just like shut off. One of her more recent stunts. This is pretty disgusting, and I'm going to give a little trigger warning here for anybody who's ever had uh a miscarriage. So, apparently she faked a miscarriage. Yeah, disgusting, and took a picture of a bloody sheet or something and posted it somewhere, and she's disgusting, absolutely fucking disgusting. And if she doesn't leave my friend alone, Analyzer, you want me on your ass, Analyzer. So I suggest whoever you're bothering right now, you leave him alone. Just leave him alone. Lay in your bed and do your thing, but stop bothering people, okay? Stop bothering people, because you don't want me on your ass. And I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm not going to go real life on you or anything, obviously. But I really suggest you leave my friend alone. But I will drag your ass over YouTube. That I will do. She can't. No, she can't top that one. Yikes. I don't know why anybody would want to have any type of relationship with this woman. I really don't. I just don't get it. She's a cancer scammer. I mean, she pretended to have a cancer. That's disgusting. I've never fucking wasted my time on her, because I can't even listen to her stupid voice and her slow ass speech that she does, where she just sits there and breathes real heavy into the friggin' camera. No, thank you. No fucking thank you. Like, I don't have patience for that. I just don't. But she better just step back. And I think she knows exactly who I'm talking about. And I'm not going to out the person who she's bothering, but I'm going to tell her to leave that person alone. Seriously. Leave them alone. Because you don't want to catch the attention of people like me. She talks way too slow. Yeah, me neither, Beefers. I just couldn't. I couldn't sit there listening to her drone on, no. We should start using her name so people will know. Pandora, yes, sorry. Pandora. You're 100% right. 100% right. Pandora. I mean, let me just tell you something about somebody who's sociopathic while we're talking about people who have no empathy and have no feelings, okay? I remember, and this was probably one of the only times I've watched her. I remember when that whole thing went down, right? And she was doing the cancer scamming and she got busted. And I went into her chat one night and Dana went on panels. I think this was my first encounter with Dana. First time I ever met Dana. And Dana's on panel. And by the way, I heard Richard Graper was going after Dana too, and saying really disgusting anti-Semitic things to her. So that's pretty fucking gross. But anyway, I went on, went in there, and this woman had and this is why I wanted nothing to do with her too. She had absolutely no remorse about what she did. Zero remorse about what she did. Yeah, I know. Hummingbird. Yeah, so Pandora's Analyzer. Yes. Or Anal. If you hear people talking about somebody named Anal, that would be her. Ugh, I don't even want to think about her ass, but yeah. So anyway, but she showed absolutely no remorse. Absolutely no remorse over what she had done. And it seemed to me that she didn't fully understand why people were so upset with her. And I don't think it was an act. I don't. I think it was, it was real. That was her real emotion. That was the real her. She just didn't see why it was wrong, which she did. She didn't get it. Dana was really trying to talk to her and make her take responsibility, and she refused to. And so I, from that moment on, realized that I think this woman's she's got some sociopathic tendencies. And the reason I say sociopath and not psychopath is because sociopaths tend to be leeches. They will basically be like they live like a parasitic lifestyle, and that seems to be her lifestyle, where she's scamming people and living off of other people, and not and doesn't even care. Doesn't see what's wrong with it at all. And I'm not talking living off of like her husband, because that's a mutual agreement, between a husband and wife. I'm talking about living off of her, people on the internet, lying to them, telling them completely, untrue things about herself to get sympathy and to get money. That's a parasitic lifestyle. And she just had, sure, Voight, I saw your comment in BX's. Hold on, scrolling up. Mega Monster, did you see how distraught Sissy T with Marie was yesterday on her live stream? And yes, I did, Voight. And I feel really terrible for her. And just the whole situation. I feel horrible that she had to feel like that yesterday, because, I personally feel like she was very, very, very upset. So, Lord, that backfired on Laura tremendously. She thought she was going to fucking piss everybody else off. Laura does this all the time, man. She always tries to throw the fucking attention off of her by pissing off other people, right? And throwing other people under the bus. But this time, it actually backfired. Well, she's been trying to do that for a long time, but it backfired on her this time. Big time. Big time. Because the person that she was trying to upset was John, but she actually upset Marie. And Marie wasn't even upset for that reason. She was upset because Laura just doesn't have a conscience and doesn't think of other people's feelings. She doesn't fucking think of other people's feelings. The bus backed over in reverse. Yeah. Yep. And I can't believe you could sit in her chat after that and still defend her. I just don't know. I don't know. Really need to question your fucking own morals and integrity, Bonnie. I mean, if you're still defending her, it's just you're embarrassing yourself as well. She did it to Steph too. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She did the same thing to Steph. Threw Steph under the bus for no reason. For no reason. Because Laura's little fifis get hurt. Her little fifis get hurt. And all she could do is grasp at straws and try to fucking hurt other people. And that just completely backfired. And then I liked her whole community post speech about how, these people, it's about doing what's right. And these people wouldn't do what's right. Really, Laura? Come on. Dude, come on. You're not about doing what's right. You've proven that to all of us time and time again. So she's right up there with fucking Analyzer as far as I'm concerned. Pandora, sorry. I have to get used to calling her that. But there is a video of what I'm saying, and whoever has it needs to destroy it and Voight, no, we don't know that, though. Nobody knows that. Nobody outside of Marie that I know of has seen it. So Laura hasn't seen it. I haven't seen it. We heard about it. We heard a rumor. So that's, but I hear rumors about a lot of fucking things. Oh, and by the way, somebody in the comments yesterday corrected, or in my comments, I think it was, about who Carla was referring to in that video that I played yesterday, where she's talking about somebody cheating on their husband for 10 years and she's being all coy about it. Oh my God, oops. Like that. She was talking about Wendy. So, Carla, you're an idiot. Just shut up. Shut up. Marie admitted yesterday on her live that there is a video. Well, I listen. I don't know. I never seen it. So I can't confirm with anybody if there is or isn't one. You know, and if she says there is, then I guess there is. But what I know is that I didn't fucking have it, and I got dragged into this fucking situation, and because I heard a fucking rumor. So I heard a fucking rumor. So I don't know. I don't know who she sent it to, shared it with, and it's really not my fucking business, honestly. I didn't hear her, but I heard about it. That's fucked up. Beefregs, people have clipped it. And honestly, I'm just saying this, I'm just putting this out here. I heard she deleted her video, and like the one that she made yesterday. And maybe we should just leave it that way. Maybe we could take the other videos down. I don't know. I'm just putting that out there. Do what you want. If you feel okay about having it up on your channel, because she was really upset in that moment. And I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to repost that because she took it down, but it's up to you guys, I mean, sometimes you have to separate. I know that, I don't know, maybe she did that on purpose. Maybe she wanted people to clip it and she took it down from her channel, because I know people do that sometimes, They might not necessarily want it on their channel, but they want it out there. And so they use the clip channels to their advantage. But I'm not really sure where her feelings are at with that. But I just feel, I feel bad to see somebody that, distressed, I guess. And I know, and listen, last year when this was all going on, I was upset with her for my own personal reasons. And I was upset. It's a year later. I'm over that, and I feel, I'm sorry. I feel bad for her, and I hate to see any human being in distress like that. It's just a terrible thing. Laura's the one who made the claims. Hold her feet to the fire for the proof. Ash, yeah, bring out the proof, girlfriend. She said I heard, and I didn't watch her whole video yesterday because whatever I played on here and whatever was on Hartley's channel, which was pretty much the same thing that I played on my channel. That's all I know. That's all I heard. But somebody told me today that she was like, yeah, I'll bring out the proof, but it's not going to matter. So what does that tell you? I agree, sweetie pie. Yeah, just leave her alone. Leave her alone. She's dealing with enough other shit in her personal life. I think it's best to just leave her the fuck alone and not bring that shit up. Laura just doesn't even think about how she's going to hurt other people when she does this shit. She really doesn't. It's like unbelievable. It really is. Especially, listen, if you're going to bring some shit like that, you better fucking come with some goddamn proof before you fucking come out with some shit like that. I'm sorry, but I don't block anyone, but anyone that can support Laura in her chats is getting blocked. Listen, man, I'm not going to block people individually as long as they come in here and be respectful. Yarn comes in here every so often. I'm not going to block those people because you know what? Life Rewinded. I'm not going to make other people responsible for what Laura does. I'm just not. It's not her Simpson's birthday. I hope she made the best of it. Marie has a lot on her plate. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to take, what she does out on other people. And I know that some of those people, I mean, from being friends with them at one point, they don't support what she does all the time. They don't support everything. you know, and you got to really think of some of the reasons why people are staying around in her chats, because they, A, don't want to, you know, they have friends in there and they don't want to lose those friends. And B, they, what do you call it? They don't want to have to go through what a lot of people have to go through when they leave her community. You know, being accused of things, being followed around, you know, being harassed by Capone and company, you know, the Flying Monkey clan. They don't want to have to go through that. So I can't, you know, a lot of people over there, and I know this for a fact, are staying there for that reason, for that very reason, because they're too scared to leave. And that might sound fucking ridiculous to some people, you know, but there's people there that are, they don't have a platform, you know, and they can't fight the same way that we can. And they might not be able to fight the same way that we can. They can't take it. Or is the one making the claims to have proof? No one else has legitimate. Yeah, it's so stupid. I just want to drop the whole thing already because I don't want to upset Marie anymore. Honestly, she's that whole thing was a nightmare for her, and you know she clearly doesn't want it being discussed, and so I don't want to continuously discuss it on here and upset her even more than she already was by egging in her chats when she's spilling. Hold on a second. And you know, I will give props to some of the people in her chats, her chat yesterday, such as Val, that were actually saying, Laura, you know, you need to show proof. You can't just say that. I will give props to those people because, you know, that's a pretty big claim. But, you know, I'm not surprised that Laura's accusing people of things without, you know, proof. That's her thing. She does it all the time. How many people have been accused without proof? Uh-oh. I know what you're trying to get, B first. I know what you're trying to win. I think I could take a guess. Well, if they ever leave, they should know we will help them. They're, yeah. Well, here's the problem with that too, Life Rewinded. If they come over here to the quote other side, you know, they're gonna get attacked. They're just gonna get attacked. And it's like crazy because we've seen it thrown in Hummingbird's face, you know, where it's like, oh, Hummingbird, you said you would never go to the other side. But here you are, like, you know, people can't fucking change their minds, you know, like they can't change their minds about things, nothing. Nothing. It is like a fucking cult over there. So you have to look at those people. Like some of them are brainwashed. Others don't see every little thing that happens. Some of them are willfully blind. And I'm not going to blame the people. I'm not going to blame the people in the chat, but I am going to blame the people who are willfully going out there like Bonnie and Zero Filter Jules and attacking people and trying to fight her battles on, you know, on all these other channels. That those people, you know, I want nothing to do with. Those people, I could safely say, just stay away from me because those people are actively going out there and like fighting her battles for her. And it's just, you know, you could see, I could tell what's going on there because the way that they approach this is from a standpoint where, like, she must be whining in her Discord or somewhere and making these people think that she's a innocent victim and that these people are attacking her for no reason. And they're coming out here like, leave her alone. You know, like she's innocent. She hasn't done anything to anybody here. And so it's just crazy to me. She's like totally manipulating these people. And now we have proof that that's her in her thought process because, you know, yesterday she's talking about John and she's like, yeah, he can't manipulate black women. Like, why would anybody go into a relationship thinking about how they can manipulate the other person that they're in the relationship with? Like that's not normal, dude. Laura, I just hope you know that. Like, you should never think about how you can manipulate people. Because it's a little weird, dude. I didn't like meet my husband and think, how could I manipulate him? That wasn't in my thought process, not even at all. So it's a little scary, to be honest with you, that you think like that because Normal people, they don't think about manipulation. They don't think about manipulation unless they're, being manipulated, but they certainly don't think about how they can manipulate people. But okay. All of what she really thought when she was friends with John came out. Yeah, Kat, I didn't listen to the whole thing, but yeah, it's come out. I know it's come out over, I've heard clips, and yeah, it's definitely come out over the last, few days. She just loves to fucking stand there with her ass hanging out. I don't know. And dig the hole deeper. The anger in her voice when she's like going off on people just says it all. She's so angry. You were up early when your phone is already almost dead. Oh shit, girl. It's probably why she has to drive. Yeah, 8 hours. Which is funny. Yeah, she shouldn't really comment on anybody else's relationships. Just saying. If you have to drive that far to get some recycled dick on about him being afraid to date black women because they are stronger actually sounded racist to me. Yeah. Yeah. No, you know what, Melanie? I wouldn't say it was racist. It's just prejudice. It's prejudice and it's ignorance. That's what it is. If John dates black women, date fatter women than skinny women, that's called a preference. That's called a preference. Some guys are into big tits and some guys don't care what size a girl's, boobs are. They're into butts. So it's like it's all preference though. That's not racist. It's not racist that John doesn't want to date black women because he's scared of them, because that's not even true. That's not, as far as I know, because I know, his ex, whatever, with his kids and his kids' mothers and everything, he's dated black women. John has posted pictures, if you watch his videos, and it really goes to show that Lori doesn't pay attention to anybody like that she's friends with. Like, in other words, she doesn't listen. She doesn't really care about their lives so much. But if you've paid attention to John over the last, few years, he talks about these things on his lives. Like, he talks about ex-girlfriends and this and that. So it's like, Lori, you don't even know because you're just ignorant. Like, you don't even pay attention. You don't even pay attention to people in that way to care what they're even, saying. Mm. I'm not sure what's going on there, Void, but you don't have to leave. I mean, it's just like, holy shit, man. It's prejudice, She's ignorant, she's uninformed, and she just doesn't know. She doesn't know. And she's like stereotyping, and I'm not saying it's not a bad stereotype, to be honest with you, to be looked at as a strong woman, because black women are strong too. But you're insinuating then that white women are weak and easy manipulated. And that's just ridiculous. There's strong black women, there's strong white women, there's just strong women in general. So stop fucking stereotyping people and categorizing people, because it's really fucking stupid. You're you're insinuating that white women aren't strong. I mean, duh, fucking idiot. And that they're dumb, basically, and easy to manipulate. Once again, showing how ignorant and fucking prejudiced you are and how you view people. Every time she says shit like that, where she comes out with these fucking wild, you know, things she's supposedly heard. Yeah. I mean, like, where's the proof of that one, Laura? That you heard from, black men that you're, quote unquote, that you've spoken to in the past. Something tells me that she's lived a very fucking bubble life. Like, in other words, like she grew up in a, maybe neighborhood or something where there wasn't a lot of diversity. I mean, yesterday, I was listening to BX's video this morning, and she's saying that there's places on Long Island that are predominantly white and dangerous that I wouldn't go to. And I'm like, really, Laura? Where is that? Because Long Island's a pretty safe place to live, Laura. I mean, who the fuck are you kidding? You act like nobody else on the internet lives there. I mean, hello, I live here. There's pretty much nowhere on Long Island I'd really be scared to go to. The only places I personally wouldn't be hanging around, I mean, I'd go there, but I just wouldn't be, hanging around. is like where there's gangs. There's a lot of gangs, like Latin Kings and the Bloods and the Crips, and you know you don't want to go in their territory. But that's about it. Like that's about it. Yeah, I know. It can. Long Island's a very safe place to live, though. There's no fucking quote dark, dangerous places on Long Island with predominantly white people. I have no idea what she's talking about. When she said that, I'm like, yeah, okay, Laura. Like, don't forget, Laura, you're not the only person who's lived on Long Island. I still live here, and I can't think of any neighborhoods I'm scared to go in because there's predominantly white people there. Like, come on, dude. You sound stupid. It's a safe place to live. It really is. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I think she needs to like humble herself and go talk to people of different, you know, social statuses. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it shows me she never did that. I don't know. Shows me that she has a preference of people that she believes she should be around. And she's only, spent her life with those people and never reached outside of her own, social class, I guess I should say, and talked to people from other areas. And you know what I'm saying? Even like she says in her Patreon that, I'm surrounded by professionals. Everybody's special around her. We don't have any dirt bags, everybody's white collar or whatever the fuck she says. And it's like, well, probably because they could afford it. But if that's even the case, and she's like, even if they're not professionals, because she probably realized she offended somebody in there, even if they're not the professionals, they're married to professionals. It's like, oh my God, dude, just shut up. Shut up. You are not surrounded by any special people, dude. You're just not. You're just not. I want to know how she's old school New York. Yeah, somebody said that yesterday. I don't know, because when I think of old school New York, I think of my grandfather. I think of my dad. You know, people that lived and grew up in the city. In different living situations. My family comes from the fucking projects, dude. My mom grew up in the fucking projects in Brooklyn. Okay, my grandparents stayed in the projects until the late 90s. The late 90s. So where the crime started getting really bad in their area. And that's why we actually moved them out of there because we were just nervous. They were, they were in their 70s and people were getting, mugged all the time in their area and all this other shit. So we moved them out here because we knew that they were aging and wanted to get them closer to us. So it was easier to care for them, and just so that what's my grandfather going to do? Yeah, he has some fucking pepper spray, but just God forbid if somebody like, hurt him. He's older, and it happens all the time in the city. Elderly people are getting held up and mugged because it's easy. So by all different types of people, not just black people, not Spanish people, all sorts of people, white people, it doesn't matter. We were just worried for them because of the crime rate in the neighborhood that they lived in that was going up. But they came from the projects. And so maybe that's why I could understand, different people and she just, I don't know, maybe she grew up on Long Island in a maybe very closed bubble. I don't know. I don't know what the story is, but her fucking thoughts on this kind of shit is just very outdated. So I wouldn't call her old school New York. I'd call her just a fucking ignorant, outdated idiot from New York that happens to be from New York. You know what I'm saying? How do you live for 50 years and be so dumb? I don't know, Amy Jane. I don't know. I lived on the reservation for a short time. Some are okay and some are bad. This one was not great. Right, soldier. Exactly. There used to be gangs at the reservation out here. And I've seen fights. I used to see the fights when I would go there. But, so yeah, was it a place I would personally like hang out? No, but it didn't stop me from going there to buy my cigarettes and shit. They know. Listen, even those people that are, street and gangs, they're gangs, whatever, they know who's about that life and who's not about that life. And typically they don't bother people who aren't about that life. You know what I'm saying? But she's too ignorant to fucking know that. Nothing wrong with living in the projects. A place doesn't make a person. A person's heart and soul. Listen, my family made it out of the projects, and every single, one of my aunts and uncles is, successful. They're not like super successful. They're not like doctors and lawyers and shit, but they've made it out of the projects. They came out here to Long Island, except for one. One of them moved upstate, and they have decent careers and they have nice houses, and they've made it out of that lifestyle. They've made it out of the projects. So, I mean, you know, Laura thinks that there's no white people in the projects. That's probably how ignorant she is. The ghetto. I'm sorry, the ghetto. According to her, the ghetto. It's fucking so ignorant. So ignorant. She just does not fucking make a master cricket. You're for that life. You're from the mean streets of my fucking plants. My family, typical Irish New York cops. She's not old school New York though, because most people in New York, I mean, don't think like that. They're not fucking ignorant. It's just, you know, I hate that she says that because she's not. She's not fucking. She does not fucking represent New York. But the thing is that she associates black people. And I think that's what bothers me, is that she associates black people with like lower income, and that's not the case at all, dude. Like at all. There's, there's black people in every neighborhood, at all at different income levels. I mean, just her whole speech on hey, Just Angel, low level and high level blacks and the use of the N word, like that right there just told me how out of touch she is with that culture, because she couldn't fucking be more wrong about it. Couldn't be more wrong about it. I'm a real estate agent at a movie store, although I've involved in a couple poor movies in my younger days. Whoa, girl. Or boy. Sorry, British Asian. I don't know what sex you are. She doesn't represent humans. No, she doesn't. No, certainly not. Finally, I suppose who has dropped derogatory comments about WOC wearing weaves, contacts, baby daddies, and government assistance ticks the same boxes. Yeah, exactly. That's what John was saying. A lot of the stereotypes she has associated with black people in the past and other ethnicities, she fits that description herself. So many of the high blacks, Laura's words, high level blacks, yeah, Laura's words, not mine, came from poverty and struggle, but overcame. Yeah, exactly. It's just so fucking, it's embarrassing. I would cringe every time she would say something stupid and then say, oh, it's a New York thing. Because I'm like, no, it's not, dude. It's not. Some things maybe, but, most of the time, no, it's not. Don't blame it on New York. That's you, boo-boo. It's funny because of where they live. It's just so fucking ignorant. She managed to really uh social, yeah, it is in New York. New York is a melting pot. You would think that somebody who came from here would have more uh you know education, I guess, about it, but she's the fucking minority, I guess. It's really gross. John hit the money. She covers all stereotypes and even more. Most work and not on YouTube. He begging, right? It's just sick, sad. She offended so many people, and I can't believe that there's still people of color sitting in her fucking, chat and going along with this shit. I mean, how many times are you gonna have to make excuses for this woman? It makes me sad, honestly. How many times are you gonna sit there and make excuses for this fucking grown ass woman and her ignorant comments? triggered my veins. Every one of my husband's immediate and extended family have master degrees or even higher from excellent universities and are into building generational wealth and have multiple income streams. A to the men, KB Bells. It's just disgusting. I don't know how she could act all hoity-toity with that bad wig and the sad different color contacts. Yeah, November. And you're also from New York. You don't have those stupid, fucking ignorant views on people. I've heard her say shit before, like before this, that I've been like, oh, cringe, Laura, cringe. You stereotype the fuck out of people, and I really don't know if it has to do with where she came from or, you know, like the neighborhood that she came from. I don't know, or the way she grew up, or whatever it is, because one thing that I have to say, one thing that was said on John's panel the other night that I have to kind of agree with, was that I forget the guy's name that was on his panel, but he was saying that, more often than not, the women learn that ignorance from like a man in their lives, either with their boyfriend or their husband or maybe a father or grandfather or something. And I kind of have to agree with him on that one. I do. So, I think that's why John made that video yesterday, which was, if you haven't seen it, please go watch it because it's fucking hilarious. The disrespect that was being said for people in her chat with that review on that missing child's prayer vigil was disgusting. Some of her stuff. Whoa, what do you mean, Just Angel? I think she just uses New York. Yeah. Well, you know what pisses me off about that, Kathy? She's like stereotyping New Yorkers almost because, like, a lot of people out of state think that we're loud, obnoxious motherfuckers from New York, which there's a lot of them here, but, she's, the hell is that? Just sounded like a frog. She definitely doesn't help that stereotype. Definitely doesn't fucking help that stereotype. KB doesn't feel interested in an arranged marriage between your husband and my son. That's so funny. And like Archie Bunker and telling myself showed him to open his mind. Well, same here, Life Rewinded. Same here. I just being honest, I opened my dad's mind, I think, because I just don't see that. I don't see color when I look at people. Is it BTS's frog? No. I know it's bad. I laugh at it. Candace's sister was a friend of mine. How off the wall is that? I don't know. I've hung out on the Concord in the Bronx, lived in Washington Heights for 8 years before moving to Jersey. My dad's from the Bronx. Last I checked, Hamptons were on Long Island. Yes, they are. Absolutely, Kathy. Rebuilds. We get stereotyped, and like she's not helping that either. Because like when she does something ignorant, to blame it on the fact that she's from here is like embarrassing to me because like I don't do those things, and a lot of the friends that I have don't do those things. So, it's like, oh Jesus. So she embarrasses me when she does that. Whose live was this? The shit that was being allowed in the chat, the shit her people were commenting while they were praying, how they were praying that it was weird, so disgusting and disrespectful. You don't believe, fine. I didn't see it, Just Angel, but it would, to be honest with you, Just Angel doesn't surprise me because I've seen them, several people from her chat saying some really fucking ignorant shit. So, I'm not very surprised by that. Not at all. Not at all. These things like need to be discussed though, because people have been calling me that. That's not the first time I've called her out. Oh yeah, Eric, I know. She just can't stop with that bullshit either. So fucking gross, dude. She's just so ignorant on so many different things. It's fucking gross. It really is. It's embarrassing. Hey, Gray Hughes. I'm off probation, Gray. I just don't have. I had to reapply for monetization. So I don't know. They said I'll hear in a month or so, but I haven't heard anything, and it's been well over a month now. Pardon me for a second. Jumped in the tub. Oh shit. Mm. Yeah, so it's gonna be. To be honest with you, I have. Oh, man, I have a community guidelines strike on my channel right now, so I don't. From what I understand, they're not gonna approve monetization. Yeah, I know, right, Gray Hughes? They really should. I don't know why it takes a month. It just sucks because, like, okay, I have a community guideline strike. They told me to appeal it, but I'm afraid to appeal it because once you appeal it, right? Say if people mass flag your channel again, you don't get another appeal. So for 60 days. And I know I was being targeted by a certain individual. So who was, going around asking people to mass flag my channel. And so I didn't want to take that chance. So I'm just sitting here waiting for the strike to expire, which I'm pretty sure it expires in um August, sometime in August. So maybe that's what they're waiting for. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. YouTube does no. You know what kills me? You know what kills me, Gray? Is that there's other channels, okay? Was I talking shit? Yeah, guilty. I certainly was talking shit on my channel that day. But there's channels that said really horrible, disgusting, hateful shit, and they're still sitting there. I'm talking racist, horrible shit, and they're still sitting there with their monetization and memberships and everything. And it's total bullshit because it's like they really don't care. You're right. They really don't. But I wasn't like, I don't know, calling somebody an asshole to me, I'm sorry, is a little different than, using derogatory terms. Which is also the reason why I didn't try to appeal the strike. Because I guess in a way was breaking terms of service by saying asshole and shit, calling somebody an asshole. They just don't care about getting to the bottom of an issue. No, you want to know what's funny, Gray? So I tagged them on Twitter, and then they messaged me, and they just keep giving me the same generic response. They're like, "Oh, please review the terms and conditions." And they just keep whoever's writing back to me, it's probably a friggin' automated robot for all I know. They just keep pasting in the same thing over and over and over again, no matter what I say to it. And I'm like, I understand the terms and conditions. I get that. you know, I totally understand that. But I want to know, why is it that your AdSense gets taken away because of one community guideline strike on your channel? That's ridiculous. I've had AdSense since 2014 and had a clean record for all those years. I've never had an issue. Yeah, they just say the same thing. And I've heard of people getting guideline strikes, right? Let's just say you play a clip of somebody else saying some hateful shit, and it's not even you saying the shit that's hateful. You could get a guideline strike for that. And then there's no way to explain that to them. Well, here's the real issue. I'm going to tell you the real issue. They're telling me to appeal. So I told them, I said, well, here's the thing. I don't know exactly what I'm appealing. How can I fucking write an appeal if I don't know exactly what my offense was? And then they just keep pasting the guidelines thing into the chat. And I'm like, I understand the guidelines, but like, what exactly in my video am I appealing? How am I supposed to explain why I wasn't wrong if I don't know exactly what I did to break the guidelines? You know? And then they're like, well, you could watch the video. Yeah, I can watch the video, but that still doesn't tell me what you guys found that was offensive specifically in my video that I'm appealing. So it's like they don't help you very much with that. And nowhere does it say that if you get a guideline strike, AdSense is going to drop you. They don't tell you that at all anywhere. There's nowhere that it says that. I followed this guy. His name is I believe his channel is called YouTube Attorney or something like that. And he was basically saying he had this course. You pay like $5 for it, and you listen to his videos where he represents a lot of big YouTubers, right? So I was listening, and he brought up all those points. So he's like, how could you even appeal if you don't know exactly what it is you're appealing? Which is so true, because I don't know what they found that was in my video. So I don't know what to write in my appeal. And when I explain that to them, they just give me, a link to the YouTube community guidelines. Gee, thanks. That helps. So stupid. I don't know, Gen B, because last week I listened to a live stream with a bunch of dudes who were saying some really foul shit to a woman who was on their panel, and they still have their monetization. So go figure that one out for me. I don't know, but oh my God, I am so congested. I need 20 people to just play my videos loop for 24 hours. Why? All right, you guys are coming on a ride journey with me. Yes, I did. It was an LV. Oh, ooh. Beefrick, send me a picture. I love me some jewelry, girlfriend. Send me a picture. I want to see. I love turquoise. I know. Gray hues. I heard you. Somebody told me about another creator the other day who did an experiment. Oh shit! With the milk for like the summer Wells case. Oh shit! That I just didn't understand. I didn't understand it. Yeah, Hummingbird. Yeah, exactly. Telling people to kill themselves and all that other shit, and they're still monetized. So yeah. I know YouTube's really fair, and I don't want to be like pointing the finger at other people, but like that. Well, but it's the truth though. If you're gonna have a set of guidelines that people have to follow, and you're gonna take people's monetization away, then that should go throughout. Because sometimes you could get a guideline strike because a bot picked up a word in your video that YouTube doesn't allow. They're just getting a little over the top with censoring. My personal thing. Hold on. Hey, Mika. Read my last comment. That might help. Okay. It was funny. Hold on. I'm going back up. Okay. To try going to help, and then click on get in touch with YouTube Creator Support Team and choose the chat option. I know what you're talking about. Those people, those are real people. They might help. They might say the same thing, but really, they help. Try it. All right. Thanks, Gray. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, I mean, YouTube really, Kevin, yes, you're right. Mega, read Kevin's comment. All right, hold on. Let me go up there. Mega Monster, they won't tell you, but you need to type in that you have reviewed the guidelines and the terms of service is what they want from you to give you back your monetization. So what you're saying is my appeal should be that I read the YouTube terms of service and guidelines and I understand moving forward. Is that what you're saying? That's what they want to hear. Okay. Yeah, so is mine. I only wear really, well, not silver, I'm sorry, gold, white gold, and platinum. I mean, it is unfair. It really is unfair. But like, they need to put that, in the monetization with Google, because isn't it supposedly separate, right? So you get a guideline strike and you automatically get your monetization. Why do you have a 3-strike system then? I don't understand that. One strike will make you lose monetization. That's insane. I've used it several times. Oh, so maybe I should try that. All right. Thank you. I guess I'll have to try that. I can understand. Doing the best thing for him. Aw. The whole milk theory was ludicrous and we made fun of it and it turned around to make it seem as if we were mocking Summer. Oh. Okay. Now, you know what, Gray? I remember that. And I heard about that. And you weren't. It's just ridiculous. I mean, come on. Milk in a car on a hot summer day with a child a child is not going to get hypothermia from milk. I mean, first of all, so stupid. I can't even believe that would, like, you have to be severely fucking stupid to think that would even be a possibility. I mean, milk doesn't even get cold enough to cause hypothermia, let alone, I mean, maybe if you were laying in a refrigerator full of fucking milk jugs, that could cause, hypothermia, but not 1 or 2 milk jugs with your head being the only part of your body touching it while you're wearing a long sleeve shirt in a car during the day. Fucking no. Nope. Not even a possibility. The milk had nothing to do with anything. You never fell asleep. Did these people ever fall asleep on a car ride home? I mean, because shit, that does happen. No, milk is kept. My refrigerator is 37 degrees right now. So, I mean, it's not even that. It's not even. It would have to be past freezing level to do anything like that. But that still wouldn't happen with 2 milk jugs. You can't cause hypothermia. Clearly, these people did not pass like 9th grade science. It'll curdle before it does any damage to you. Yeah, well, especially the fact that, like I said, it's in a car where it's not even being kept cold, so the temperature is gonna rise. You know, so stupid. Oh my god. It's not like the kid was laying in a bucket of ice or something, like a cooler filled with ice and milk. I don't know. Wow, that's just, I can't even like fucking give that any merit. It's just absolutely fucking ridiculous. Yeah, they're analyzing everything except for, I mean, I would think at this point in time in any of these cases, the important thing would be to try to find where this kid is. Instead of sitting there picking apart the fucking home and, the mom, whether she's wearing a bra or not, or any of those things, because those really don't matter. That's not helping them locate the child. And these idiots that are calling them police stations and giving them, quote, tips, stupid things that they know taking important resources away from people. Gray, it's not like you were taking milk patches and sticking them to your boobs or anything. You were really, I'm sure, mocking the child. Right. Sounds like somebody had their go-go gadget arms on again, and they were reaching for some stuff to try to make Gray Hughes look like he's doing something wrong. Oh, John, no, we're just talking about I was informed about this yesterday. So there was an experiment in the Summer Wells case, conducted apparently by a very smart YouTuber, that they were trying to see if it was possible that she caught hyperthermia from laying on the fucking milk jugs. Yeah, that's real life, John. This really happened. Really fucking happened. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Motherfucker. I need my charger. I mean, it's just something else there. I'm gonna lean against some sweet tea, hoping I'll get hypothermia. Oh shit. I mean, it just even saying it sounds ridiculous. Patreon gift this month is a tin hat for everyone. Alicia's actually covering a pretty interesting case on her channel. If you guys should definitely check it out. She's talking about this case that happened locally where she lived. Well, not where you live now, but I guess where you grew up. This kid that went missing. In the story is a little questionable that the mom told. So definitely go check that out. She's been covering it. Yes, Ash, that's exactly who it was. That is exactly who it was. Yeah, they weren't even frozen, though. That's the problem, John. Queen Bee, it was Tiffany, from what I understand. I saw somebody leave it in a comment the other day, and I'm like, they said they called it the milk experiment. So I was like, what? So I asked somebody in chat the other day, and they explained it to me, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? Life Rewinded. Yeah, that doesn't mean that she has to fucking be smart. I don't know if he was a detective or if he was just a cop. I don't know. I don't even remember, to be honest. Just like, come on, dude. Use your fucking brain on that one. I mean, that's like ninth grade science right there, dude. It's like, come on. Oh, my God. Oh, no, Monique. I may have to touch the Summer Wells topic. Hey, Alicia, go for it. Go for it. Tiffany got some wrinkles missing on her brain. Yeah, to say the least, burnt toast, to say the least. Because that just totally doesn't even make any sense. Like, I mean, how could you even put that out there? Whatever. Well, you know what? Whatever the fuck she's saying over there, people are listening, which scares me, but it really does. But good for her, Good for her. It's working, and that's good for her. Yeah, Monique, prayers to you, girlfriend. I hope everything goes. And hundreds of people show up to hear about milk. I don't get it. You know what, they're listening to the gossipy, like, it's almost like how people read the gossip websites and gossip magazines. That's what these people show up for. They're not looking for the hard-hitting investigations like, Gray Hughes does with logic. People don't want to hear that. That's it. I remember that, in the Chris Watts groups, more people want to hear about the bullshit that doesn't really matter with the case. It's just insane. More people were focused on, which I never fucking understood. I really never understood it. More people were focused on fucking Thrive than they were on what happened and the dynamics of the marriage and shit like that. And it just never fucking made sense to me. Because I'm like, I don't think that this stupid fucking patch caused anything. You people are like reaching with that shit. Like that, but that's what, I don't know, that's what people focus on, all this unimportant bullshit. That's why I just personally, like, I'd never participate to that level again in a crime case, because it was just Ridiculous. The whole thing was ridiculous. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. Weird fan fiction. It's exactly, yeah, unfucking real. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. Like John, I know that one of the cases that John's working on right now. I've seen clips of it and the video, right? And like he has the trailer on his channel right now. And what he's doing is he's basically he interviewed the woman whose mother was killed, but her murder was never solved, right? But like he's helping get the story out there, he's just helping to get the story out there and get it heard because this woman has put her entire life into um trying to find her mother's killer. And that to me is a more productive use of a channel than you know what I'm saying. But unfortunately, like a lot of people are interested in this gossipy bullshit and the over analyzing. And I'm okay with analyzing and shit, but like, we have to kind of draw a line somewhere, I guess. Lisa, yeah, I'm not really sure where he stands with it. If he's in here, he'll let everybody know, but I don't want to say, but yeah, I've seen clips of it. And, he actually went out and spoke to the family. And, it's a really interesting story. It's a really sad story, but, you know, he's trying to help the victim in the situation find something. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole purpose of it. And that to me is what people should be doing right now. Because that's a really important part. You could speculate all you want, but if they don't find this girl or her body, nothing's going to happen. Yeah, it's like a tabloid. She called me yesterday. Make sure I can't read that whole thing, Doug. I'm driving, but you guys see it. I'll pin it actually to the screen so people can read it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. Ugh, I hate that color car. Have you guys noticed this? All right, they have like these new color cars that are coming out, and it's like this weird gray. I don't know. I just don't like it. It's just ugly. It looks like a primer to me. I'm not into it. I keep seeing cars with that color. I just personally don't like it. It's just like this flat gray. There's no like sparkle, nothing. It's just flat gray. It's not matte, but it's flat. That's the only way I can explain it. Dual burn. Yeah, that was Starlight's name in Laura's Discord. Duo burn fiver. I think she made it so obvious that it was one of us. We infiltrated Laura's Discord. I'm sorry, not Discord. I always get Discord and Patreon. Patreon back in the day. Oh shit. Yeah, Laura. Yeah, she accused an innocent woman of sexual assault. I heard about that. I didn't see it, but I heard. I saw the clip and I totally didn't understand like what it was about. And then I heard somebody explaining it on a panel one day, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god. But don't correct that information. Does she realize that nobody takes her seriously in the true crime world? Like, you destroyed your fucking credibility, dude. Completely. Absolutely, completely. Nobody, not even nobody. And when I say nobody, I'm talking even her own friends. Okay. From what I understand, don't invite her onto their, lives to discuss this shit because they know that it's going to bring nothing but drama. Oh my God, dude. Somebody told me today that she's replaying somebody's videos that she tore apart. Just give up, dude. You're not a fucking true crimer, dude. You're just not. But she's not even good at pretending she's one. Like, at least her friends are pretending. She's not even good at that. It's like, dude, you can't even fool people. Like, nobody. Oh shit. Maybe. Well, no, I shouldn't say nobody. You can fool the fucking 100 people that follow you for true crime, but yeah, I heard that. Monique. She said, oh, you can make fun of her. Like, why would you encourage your chat to go after a fucking crime victim's clothing, dude? Like, that's oh my god. And their attire. She's like, yeah, my chat's not like that. I'm like, oh, I would never even say something like that, but it's like, oh my god, dude, just the dumb shit that comes out of yeah. I mean, it's just fucking unbelievable. Unfucking believable. She's conspiracy theorist, but throws out all. Yeah, I know she does that all the time. It's just unbelievable. Fucking throws out here. Yeah, you're more than welcome to rip on the victims, attire and the way they look. Here in my chat. It's like, holy shit, why would you even put that out there, dude? That to me, that's encouraging it. Like, oh yeah. I gotta be like 100% honest with you guys. I've never watched her true crime shit ever. Like, I've tried, but never could even sit through it because all she does is get shit wrong. And it's like cringy as fuck because she'll have people in the chat correcting her as she's like trying to tell the story. Or she'll be like, well, I'm not 100% sure, but I heard, but. And it's like so cringy. I just like, you almost like feel sorry for her. So I can't do it. She asked me to come on her panel one time because she wanted to discuss the Jodi Arias case, and I ended up doing all the talking. It's like she had nothing. She had nothing. She didn't even know really the case all that well, and I could tell because I followed that shit extremely closely. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, what's up with the Mallory stuff? What's up with the Mallory stuff? Told you so. Okay, yeah. What's up with the Mallory stuff? Well, from what I understand from the clip I saw from Hartley's, um, she's mad that she came into a community and thought she was gonna, be some hotshot in the community. And she made friends with like probably the worst fucking people that she can make friends with in the community, and now is mad that they don't have her back when the shit's hitting the fan for her. So then she decided to announce that she's leaving the community. Literally, she came into this fucking community because she saw me on a panel, and there's nothing. I don't know. I can't stand when people speak on shit that they weren't here for, the way that she used to do, because it's like, you weren't even here. But she came up on. I had an argument with Diane one night, and she was in the chat, and the next day she goes live and makes this video about me when like she doesn't even know me. She's judging me off of this conversation I was having with Diane where I disagreed with her. And it was like, because she was just probably went to my channel, saw that at the time I probably had like 5,000 or so subscribers, which isn't a great deal. But if you're looking to build your channel, and you only have a couple hundred or 1,000, it'll help. And so she decided to do a video on me, but it was like so stupid because she doesn't even fucking know me. And then she continued to do that and speak on people that she didn't fucking know and things that she didn't know. And, she made friends with certain people because she thought she would benefit from it. And it backfired in her face, which always seems to happen to people when they do that. So, she's like, oh, this person didn't have my back and that person didn't have my back. Well, did you really expect them to? I mean, she left Boy a long time ago. Hard to remove her failed. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta end this. I yeah, Malorize me, Jesus. All right, I gotta end this because I just reached my destination. But thanks for hanging with me for a little while I got dressed, and I will see you guys sometime in the near future. Oh my god. All right, guys, have a good one. The fuck? Person just blew a red light completely. Holy shit.